Behind me is the mountain range that surrounds both Tokyo and Mount Fuji. And in a couple of minutes this cable car there will take me up to the mountains, and for the next 24 hours I will stay up there no matter what happens. Let's go. One way. お願いします。神社。はい、神社。お願いします。あ、40円もあります。あ、はい。と思う。
片道もお召しいただきます。はい、ありがとうございます。
Now that I'm up here and it looks like this, the only thing I can think of is that it's gonna be a rough night. This is the first thing I see when I come here. It's amazing. Oide. Oide. Now almost everyone has a bell on them to kind of fear the bears away when they walk in the mountains. Oh, I didn't mention yet, there's bears around, and naturally I didn't come prepared, so I don't have anything like that. But my only hope is that my horrible body odor will work the same way. Our first stop is the Shinto temple in the middle of the mountain, and from here we will begin our adventure deeper into the unknown. Yeah, I'm not gonna see anything. I thought it would be for the best to pray for a safe return, because the fact is, I'm no survivor. There's guys on YouTube who actually do this kind of stuff, and some are crazy good at what they do. But I'm just some asshole who sits at home watching Chinese cartoons. There's also a shop/restaurant near the shrine, and it would be cool to eat here later. So let's ask if they're going to be open in case we ever end up back here. 何時までやってますか? 4時。歩いてきた? いや。ケーブルカー。うん、ケーブルカー。じゃあ大丈夫。According to this, this is the route to mountain top, and it's gonna take like 90 minutes to get up there. I was hoping to see Mount Fuji today, but looking how foggy it is, I don't think that's gonna be an option, unless of course a miracle happens, but I don't think that's gonna happen. And even if it would, I'm just probably not gonna wait here until that maybe happens, so let's just go up there. I would never ever step my foot in there. I hope the rest of the places and bridges around here at least are slightly better than this one. That was just the first flight of stairs, and I already want to go home. Since everyone else has stacked some stones in here, I think I should join the party. It's not much, but you'll do. The thing that always surprises me in places like this is the fact that like one misstep
Like, come and look here. Look. I don't know if it looks how it looks on the camera, but it's a pretty steep drop. So a simple like mistake with your foot and you're down there. So I don't know like why people don't like fall to their deaths every now and then in places like this, because I'm scared and I'm like relatively well balanced and young, but I don't know how old people manage to do this. Climbing stairs like this is something I'm doing for the first time in my life, so this is quite the experience. I found myself a place to stay for the night. Okay, this might be a bit too tight for the both of us, so let's go look for another place. Konnichiwa. Excuse me my breath, but it's a common courtesy to say konnichiwa, aka hello, when you pass people on the mountains, when you're hiking. I don't know, it's just good manners, and it kind of feels nice that even though you're kind of alone in the mountains, there's still people around you, and you're kind of like a part of a community. So I don't know if that's a thing in other countries when hiking. If you do know, please tell me, because I've only been hiking in Japan, so I'm not really familiar with other countries. At this point, if I was anywhere else, I would be taking my shirt off. But in Japan, like not having your upper torso exposed, even if you're a guy, I don't know, people just don't like it. Actually one time a cop stopped me on the street when I was coming from exercising, and I had, like, on a summer day, and I had my shirt off, and the cop stopped me and was like, "Hey dude, I mean, I know it's hot, but put back your shirt." And I was like, okay. So it's a criminal offense, maybe. Holy shit, it's scary to look down. Like, oh, it's so close. Oh, I don't want to be there anymore. How do people do this? Whoa. More of these rock formations. Oh, and there's even more there. I know I look like a goblin when I'm walking up, so you guys don't need to comment that.
Just when I was thinking that there was gonna be nothing but rocks and trees around, halfway through the mountain a lady stopped me and told me she saw something moving in the woods.
近くに行くと逃げるかな。
多分。初めて鹿見ました。あ、私も初めて見た。鹿はね。
神社の方に、鹿がいたけど、なんかその神社があって、その隣に階段があるから、なんか野生かそこになんか育てるかよくわかんないんですけど、そこにも鹿がいた。奥さん？違う。通りすがりの。いいことあるな、これは。いいことあるね。いいことありますね。はい、いってらっしゃい。はい、いってらっしゃい。I'm so glad that I was able to see wild deer. That was nice. I'm so glad I came today. I'm very much a indoor city person, but I have to say, like, I have nothing against nature. Absolutely nothing. School is over somewhere in the... Those are the Japanese school bells. When school's over, that's how it sounds. I just arrived to the first resting spot, and from here it's still 40 minutes to the top of the mountain. And I have to say, this is slightly harder physically than I was expecting this to be. But otherwise I'm having much more fun than I was expecting. Or not that I wasn't expecting to have fun, but when I first saw this fog, I was just like, oh damn, I was hoping to see around me. But honestly, this fog is pretty cool, because I've been hiking before on like fully sunlight, and that's of course super nice, but this is the first time I'm hiking in a fog like this, and there's something like it adds this mysticism in the air, which is pretty nice. I don't know, the birds, the fog, the quiet nature, this is something. This is really something. But I mean, look at how wet I am. I'm like fully soaked. I think it's unfair that you get to sit there on your computer chair and I have to do the physical stuff. Next time you climb and I watch, okay? What can I say? This is the final boss of the rocks. Look what I found. And here we are at the top. I have to say, it was a pretty hard but super nice hike up here. Sadly, the sky doesn't seem to be clearing up, so normally we could be able to see Fuji from here, but not today. But it's fine. Like, you can see Fuji in the pictures, and we can do some other hike some other time and go see Fuji. At the moment I'm feeling pretty hungry, and the restaurant down in the shrine looked pretty nice. We should maybe go back to the shrine, eat there, and then near the shrine look for a nice place to settle in. Hopefully like near a river or something, because I think like sleeping next to a river would like be pretty aesthetic, and maybe it's easier to fall asleep if you're listening to the sound of the water. So yeah, let's enjoy this top for a moment and then off we go. I think it's time to move. We came like from here, and next we're gonna go down from here. One thing is for certain, going down is much easier than going up. I don't really have anything warm to sleep in. I don't have a sleeping bag or anything, I just have a hammock. And the thing is, when I left my house, I had two options. Either I take a video game console with me, or I take a blanket. And well, naturally, being the survivalist, I of course chose the video game. I mean, I couldn't fit both in my backpack. Look how broken my backpack is. It's broken from here, from there, like, and it's as full as it can get. Look, my legs. They're shaking. I got pretty long legs, so I can just kind of run down these stairs easily. So I'm skipping most people. Actually, I'm just speed running this mountain because I just cannot wait the food in the shrine. Like, I just keep constantly thinking of like, oh, what I'm gonna take. It's gonna be so good. Looks amazing. Looks really, really amazing. Why couldn't the top be like this? Damn. Whoa. When I came, it was just pretty much climbing rocks, and now this one is climbing or going down this pretty narrow spots. Ooh. I should probably be more careful. Ooh.
There were these two American guys with their Japanese tour guide that I kept passing by in the trail, and the fourth time I caught up with them, I just decided to hang out with them for a while.
Already caught up to you guys. Yeah. I recommend after this day you guys go to an onsen. It's gonna feel so good after hiking.
The sauna?
I mean, yeah, like outside hot spring, that is the best.そうそうそう。なんか海外、日本以外の国に行くと、フィンランドのこと誰でも分かんない。
Eventually, I made it back to the shrine, which was suddenly taken over by flies.
There's so much of these bugs, but I was on my way back to the top of the shrine to kind of see the final view. Hi. その日向ルート、そこから帰ると、なんかそのルートはどのくらいかかりますか？知ってますか？2時間？
お兄さんだったら1時間半ぐらいだろうけど、2時間ぐらいかかる。
There were a couple of route options from here, and I decided to go for the longer one, simply because I figured that if I go that one, by the time I'm almost finished with it, the sun is gonna set, so that should probably be a good timing to kind of find a sleeping place. The one thing that troubles me is that if I'm able to find an actually good sleeping spot, because it's not like illegal to sleep outside, but Japanese people just kind of don't do it, of course, unless you're homeless. So I kind of have to find a spot that is you know, a good spot for me, and also somewhere where like I can kind of hide a bit so that people won't like stop and worry about me or something. But we'll see if I'm able to do that. I arrived at a beautiful spot, but as you can probably see, I don't think I can stay here because the amount of flies is this is ridiculous. I've never seen anything like this. I cannot be here. I must continue, even though the scenery looks amazing. And before you think these flies follow me just because I'm smelly and I'm the only person, no, in the shrine and in other places, like, they follow everyone. Everyone was like, oh, there's so many bugs. I don't know what's wrong with these guys. They're just flies. What do they want from me? They cannot eat me. I don't think, at least. But yeah, that's so goddamn annoying. Would you look at that? Oh, let's go check it out. Oh. Pretty cool. I like the pink cap. That kind of, I think, makes the look perfect. The bib, nah, you can go without. And look, there's some free money too. I don't know where the guy needs money, but maybe to dry clean his stuff, I guess. Since I seem to be the only one around here, now is the perfect time to try this out. You can hear a waterfall or a river, whatever it is, in the distance, and that's kind of where I want to be. I don't know, in my head just feels like a riverbed would be the best place to sleep in. Maybe it's soothing to hear the water, but also, I don't know, it just feels like a safe ground to be compared to this forest area here. But there's a waterfall. There's a smaller waterfall, I guess, but there's the bigger one, and there's a river of sorts. This is gonna be hard. Oh my god! Oh my god! That scared the hell out of me. Woo! I really need to take a, let's just say number 2. What is done is done. This says that this area is monkey infested. I haven't seen a monkey yet, but we'll see. There's some temple here, let's go check it out. Always cool to run into these kind of places, just randomly walking in the mountains alone. I haven't seen a person in the past 2 hours, maybe. Beautiful mountain range. I think I might have found my spot between these 2 trees. The only problem is that it's slightly noisy because the river is super close. And as far as I know, this area doesn't really belong to really anyone. Now I haven't put this up before, so I don't know if I can do it, but I'll try my best. And if it looks horrible, I mean, give me a break. It's the first time. It only took a couple of minutes. It worked out pretty well, but the thing is, these trees are way too close to each other. Okay, maybe not way too, but they're slightly too close to each other. So my feet are like upwards, and I think like if I'm gonna sleep, all the blood is gonna flow from my feet, and you know, my feet will go numb. So I think it has to be slightly more apart. I now put the hammock on the other trees. It was previously on those ones. Now it's on these ones, and let's test it out. I think it'll have to do. I don't really have time for anything else, so I guess I'll sleep here. And you can of course make fun of my whole day of hiking and doing this or whatever. This is not something I ever do, so this is literally my first time. I bought the hammock to try it out, make this video. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I'm not a camper, I'm not a survivor, I'm not anything. I play video games and masturbate. That's what I do. So I mean, give me a break. I actually brought my ring light from home and stuck it into my power bank, because I knew that I couldn't film when it became dark, and because I have a GoPro, and GoPro is horrible camera overall and horrible especially in the dark. But I just wanted to cook the last meal of the day with you guys and show you how to cook guerrilla tuna. They need to be tunas in oil. So you open the tuna up, put some toilet paper so that it soaks the oil up. Now if there is enough oil, the oil will catch on fire and cook the tuna. And I guess while we're waiting, I think I should talk to you guys a bit. Being alone in another country can be lonely at times. So making videos like this is, I don't know, it feels like I'm hanging out with you guys, which helps a lot. Hopefully all of you keep on watching and, you know, commenting, supporting, all that kind of stuff, so we can have more adventures like this in the future. Thank you so much. But let's eat before we go to sleep. You have the tuna, of course, and cottage cheese. So, because I was thinking like I think it's the monkey screaming. Jesus Christ. It's kind of scary. But okay, I got cottage cheese and of course tuna. So that means lots of protein, lots of fats. Let's eat. Definitely not bad. If you ever go camping, guerrilla tuna, cottage cheese, that's a good combination. Now I'm in the hammock, listening to the sound of the river, the bugs, and everything that's making noise during the night. And on top of that, I am playing some Wind Waker. I have to say, it is pretty comfy. So now I'm gonna hike down the mountains in the darkness, and hopefully everything will be alright. And if everything goes nice, I'll arrive to the closest station around sunrise, and then I can take the first train back to home, and that'll be my day in the mountains. Let's go! I'm really tired.
If you liked hanging out with me in the nature, check out my last video where I visited a place that is the complete opposite of quiet nature.